answer because right now I am so stressed out. I can't sleep at night. I am thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking about my fiance back there. I'm thinking about my work. I'm stressing out so much, you know.
Jason
I
Duenas
went to
has
the
the weight of
hospital
the
four
world on
times.
his shoulders.
Four
The
times
stress has
within
sent him
just
to the hospital 4 times in a single week. Duenas has a heart condition. Since November, when his fiancee was deployed, he's been taking care of their 3 children while trying to maintain his job as a supply clerk for the Defense Commissary Agency's Central Distribution Center. But at the beginning of this year, his 3-year-old daughter began having seizures.
it was prolonged for about like an hour, so she stopped breathing.
Duenas accompanied his daughter as she was medevaced to Hawaii to see a neurologist for her condition. The diagnosis requires that Duenas' daughter go off island every few months for follow-up procedures. When he submitted the medical documentation to his employer and tried to claim it under the Family Medical Leave Act, Duenas says that's when the
Yeah,
trouble started at his work.
right now what they're trying to do is trying to get rid of me, which right now they haven't written me up because why? Because there's nothing that they can write me up on. Number two is when my boss turned around and told me, the big boss turned around and told me, why don't I resign so I can take care of my ill child? You don't want to accept the doctor's note, which has a date when I'm going to return, a signature and stamp by a doctor, and you're telling me it's not an acceptable medical document?
Duenas claims his employer even wanted to know the specific medical conditions that he and his daughter have, which he believes is a violation of the Health Information and Patient Privacy Act. The lack of support from his employer, whose very mission is to support soldiers and their families, has left Duenas frustrated and exhausted.
I went to EEO. EEO took my complaint, and to now they still haven't got back to me in regards to my claim, which discrimination, harassment, not accepting my FMLA, telling me to resign.
Duenas continues to try and go to work, but is hoping the matter is resolved before he has to take his daughter for treatment off island again in June.
All I want is just to care for my family, take care of my kids. That's my job right now while my wife's out there serving our country. And I'm not asking for special treatment.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Mindy Egan.